I've used advanced artificial intelligence to scientifically pinpoint what is the best bourbon, and the results will blow you away. Okay, what I really done was, I've got a bit of a cold, so I couldn't really write any reviews. So I've lazily typed in best bourbons into Chat GPT to see what it chucked out.
I just feel like sometimes he's not even trying anymore.
Thanks for joining me, Whiskey Slappers. I'm Jeff. This is Whiskey. Let's crack on.
Jeff Whiskey.
I know what you're thinking. I'm just jumping on that space age wagon of AI to write and put together a video for me because I'm just too lazy and I've got the sniffles. You're correct. Either way, let's dive in to see what the robots have to say. Oh, someone's at the door.
There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door.
Either way, let's dive in to see what the robots have to say.
There are many bourbons that are considered to be among the best, and it is largely a matter of personal preference.
Now that's a very non-committal introduction. You wouldn't see Terminator wussing out of picking his favourite Guns N' Roses song. But the first response is...
Pappy Van Winkle.
No shock to see this. I have never tried it, and while I'm trying to dive into bourbon more this year, it does seem that this is the Macallan from across the pond.
The audacity. How f***ing dare you?
Like, this could be great, but it seems super hard to get your hands on. Maybe it's closer to Springbank. And also, it seems to have crazy prices attached to it. But let's see what R2 Dram 2 has to say about it.
This is a highly sought after and limited release bourbon that is known for its rich, complex flavor profile. It's aged for a minimum of 15 years and it's considered one of the most exclusive and expensive bourbons in the market.
This could be correct. I don't know. Why did I pick to do this on bourbon? I'm so underqualified. But next on the list,
Maker's Mark.
I know this one. I'm a big fan of Maker's Mark. It always reminds me of my honeymoon, sipping it on the side of the Isles of Scilly. Yeah, I'd like to see a robot to have that personal touch.
This is a smooth, well-balanced bourbon that can bring friends and memories together. It is known for its signature red wax seal. It's aged for around 6 years. And it's considered a good entry point for bourbon drinkers.
Yeah, I agree with that. Not a lot to go on, and it really is like bare bones answers, but the robot's right.
Four Roses.
I like how this is just listing off brands and not the individual bottles I hoped. I have tried maybe 1 or 2 samples of Four Roses, but in honesty, I can't remember them.
Where am I? I must have taken a bad step.
This bourbon is known for its fruity, spicy, and floral flavors. It's aged for around 5 to 6 years and it's considered a great value for the quality.
At this point, I don't know what I'm bringing to this video. Like, maybe I'll do a Scotch one or an Irish one in the future, and maybe I'll have a bit more of a clue what I'm talking about, but yeah, great move, Jeff.
Woodford Reserve.
Yes, I've had this one, and I have slapped it many moons ago. I think this is the thing that started off the bottle slap thing.
Bottle? It's got a flat front, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who just wants to pick it up and just slap it. Probably just me.
I've even got a Masters Collection Pinot Noir Woodford Reserve, which is absolutely stunning, and it is somewhere.
This bourbon is known for its rich, complex flavor profile, with notes of caramel, chocolate, and oak. It's aged for around 7 years and it's considered a great sipping bourbon. Yeah,
I agree quite well with that. Well played, robot. Now onto the last one on the list.
Buffalo Trace.
So in the UK, this is like a £20 on offer supermarket staple, but it is only 40% ABV. I have enjoyed it as like a friendly sit back and relax kind of dram. I think I've also had it a fair few times in Wetherspoons, as is often the cheapest whiskey there.
This bourbon is known for its rich, complex flavor profile, with notes of caramel, vanilla, and oak. It's aged for around 8 years and it's considered a great value for the quality.
Boy, that sounds familiar, huh?
Yeah, I agree with that value bit, but the rest of that description just seems like that half-baked description you see on like supermarket websites trying to sell it. There's not really any depth to that review.
You're full of crap, Fry. You make a persuasive argument, Fry.
So yeah, that was a thing. Not sure the robots can quite take over WhiskeyTube yet, but they know more about bourbon than me.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
I am sure I've got bourbon and bourbon biscuits mixed up so many times in this review. I'm just so hungry.
I'm starving. I only had one breakfast.
Hey, relax.
But do let me know if you enjoyed this, and I'll ask our robot overlords to fax out another list.
Exciting is hardly the word I would choose.
And all that is left to say is, all the best, and cheers for watching. Wild Turkey 101. Fantastic cold medicine.